Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Reimagined Battlestar Galactica from the TV series. So, got a fair amount done. I'm kind of at a stopping point right now because I want to do this video to show you where I'm at right now before I complete some of the subassembly constructions. So for starters, I was able to get the lower section of the head painted and washed out and washed with some weathering acrylics. I'm saying acrylic wash. So basically what I did was I went ahead, gloss coated the underneath, and then I took kind of a combination of two different types of weathering. I took the Tamiya's panel line enhancer, pretty much went through and covered all these details up, and then I took some mineral spirits and a Q-tip, wiped most of that out, and then I went back over it again with a acrylic black wash. And I also applied that black wash here along the sides of the area where the lights are at. And then once that was dried and set, I just gave it a dull coat, and I think it came out pretty good. I'll try to get you a little closer here. The detail really did come out pretty sharp. I'm really happy with this. So, and from a distance it looks pretty good. I'm not going to worry about, because I was going to do maybe a little bit of white shading on some of these flat areas, but the guns will be in place here, so I'm not too worried about that. So that's done. The bottom section is painted and ready to go. All I got to do is glue it on, and that's pretty much what it will look like. And I'll be weathering the rest of this as well. I just wanted to get this part done first because of the fact that I wanted to have the complete open area to get for access, and this would slightly give me a little issue with that. So that's done and ready to go. The pylons are finished. They've been weathered and filled in. I did add some detail to the bottom. I added a couple of half round strips of styrene right here just to give it some character, as it was blank, so I wanted to add something to it. And I did the same kind of washing technique with these as I did the underside of the head. I used the panel line enhancer first. I wiped most of that away, and then I went over it with an acrylic black wash and I dull coated it. And that was the effect that I got. So I think it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. So that's done. I also wanted to show, in regards to my last video, where I had to take some styrene strips and add the ribs on the insides of these bottom engines, and had to cut the original away because they were way out of alignment. I did that, and this is what it looks like. I forgot to do video after I painted it, and I'm sorry for that. I was going to actually show that after it was painted how it looked, but I'll try to get you in here. You can kind of see how that looks in there. I think it looks pretty good. So at least they're in there and they're all even. There's no stepping between the two sections of ribs. And once I paint everything else, you'll never even know I messed with that at all. So I'm kind of happy about that. I have constructed one of the flight pods. This is glued down. The pylons have been glued into place, and I ran the wires through. It was a bit tricky getting these wires through. I mean, I had to kind of maneuver them a little bit to get them to pass through, but I was able to do it. So they're ready to go. The decals inside, and I did not do the other one yet because I wanted to show what the decal looked like on the inside of it. And when this thing is lit up, you can actually see the flight deck in here fairly decently, so I'm pretty happy about that. But this is the decal that comes with the kit. It goes on really easy, not very many issues with it at all. Just have to make sure and line it up correctly. And once it dried, I sprayed it with the dull coat and it's ready to go. And I went ahead and just put the top on, and then I did the pylons. The only seam work that had to do on these flight pods, the outer is not any seam work. I do have to go back in and paint a little bit around the outer edge here. But I did have a substantial high spot on the inside, right where the two halves meet. It was kind of flanged out all the way down, creating a high spot. So I had to take a microfile, and I just went in between all the ribs, and I sanded till I got them flat. I did the same thing on these protruding flat sections here. Got them sanded down flush, and then I took some Tamiya extra thin and just brushed in there to eliminate some of the scratch marks from the microfile. And I took a sanding sponge and went over the whole thing just to smooth everything out. And by doing that, and by using the glue also on the ribs themselves, I think that's going to seal that really nice to where after you paint it, I'm not even going to notice a separation there. So I think that turned out pretty good. Last, not least, but last with this video, I was able to get the touch-up work done on the back engine for the main body. And as we all know, this is a clear piece, completely clear. So, like I said in my last video, I had to mask off the clear sections with a mask-all and paint it. I did have to do some touch-up work around the edges of the clear sections because the paint had kind of got pulled away when I pulled off the masking material. So I just went in with some black paint around all the edges, touched it up, and then went over it with one coat of the body color. I do have to do one more coat to finish it off, but this came out really good. I got some good definition of the engines through this and no light leaks at this point, so I'm really happy with this. So the plan for today, as once I get this video done, is I want to get working on the second flight pod and get that assembled. I also want to get the head completely put together. Finish the second coat of paint on this clear engine piece, and from there I'm not sure what else I want to, if I'll be able to do anything else. I'm trying to get as much done between now and Tuesday as I possibly can, because tomorrow I have to go to work and I won't be home till late, so I won't have a lot of modeling time there. And on Tuesday I'm getting my second COVID shot, or my COVID vaccination shot on Tuesday. So I'm sorry, not Tuesday, Monday, tomorrow. I can't think today, I apologize. So tomorrow I'm getting my second COVID shot. I don't know how it's going to hit me, to be honest. I don't know if it's going to affect me at all. It may not, or I may be feeling pretty under the weather. I'm not sure. So I don't foresee me working on any model kits on Tuesday, so I'm probably going to take that day and just not do anything. So I want to get as much done as I possibly can now, between now and then. So, but anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to end this video here, and hopefully in my next video I'll have a lot more of these. I'll have the sub-assemblies totally put together, and I might be able to start putting this whole thing together at that point. Would be nice. I would like to get this whole section completely put together so I can start filling in the seam work on the alcove here. I'd like to get that done if possible. Actually, I might be able to do it tonight, maybe. Let's see. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble. I'm sorry. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank all my subscribers, my new and my old subscribers. You guys really help the channel out a lot, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you for that. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And until next time, have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Good night.